Alrighty then. Let's do a little building of Navyshla. It's been a while. Done been traveling, getting around, and have kind of left this aside for a while. Well, actually, that's not even true. I've been writing in a wide ruled notebook, is what I've been doing. So, uh, in any case, gonna do a little bit more building of the world today. Um, Prepping the table game section. I guess might be worth noting that I am planning to run two campaigns in this world at the same in the same timeline, but they're going to be on completely different parts of the world. Um, so looking at this here, Ervocale here is where the table game is going to be occurring, and up here somewhere in this region, I'm thinking in this sort of France-like looking peninsula is where we'll start the online game. And so pretty soon I'll be contacting people about getting involved in that business. So let me get this over here so I can read questions if they come up. In any case, just get on with the business at hand. So today's tasks is I want to build a couple of NPCs. And I don't want to just build like backgroundy NPCs today. I kind of want to get into like plot moving NPCs. And we've got a couple that are obvious. We had a sort of a theme here of missing persons for both Chris's character Gim Gam and also for Robin's character Earl. They both, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but they both had connected, or at least were attempting to connect with young women who went missing. And so, and that's a fairly obvious plot point, right? But I don't necessarily, well, I don't definitely want to like give away things here in the chat on this, but I can do a couple of sort of things about these characters that maybe are not necessarily plot points. So let me bring up my Navyshla screen here, and I'm going to save changes on the dragons, which is what I was working on before we started. But you've already talked about that to death. We're gonna create a new screen here, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Gracie Lane. Second, let me switch what we're looking at here. Okay, so we're going to create a new character, right? And it's going to be an NPC. I want to double check to make sure that World Anvil doesn't have like an NPC. Okay, cool. Character. This is going to be Gracie Lane. All right, we're going to just create this article. And then I'm going to X out of here. I don't like working in that screen. I go back up to my go back up here, dashboard, articles, and now we have Gracie Lane here. So I'm going to bring that in and I'm going to edit it. And the first thing we're going to say is Gracie Lane is a, I'm going to just put a year down now. I believe Chris said it was a young woman. I'm going to say 14. Is a 14-year-old girl. As I recall, we have Chris is not from Irvokale or Gimgam. Um, Zoom in here a little bit. We've got they're from Sullen Glen in the nation of Divana, or the region of Divana. I think I'm going to go with region for that. It's a 14-year-old girl from the village of Sullen Glen in the region, in the Divana region. All right, so what we know, and I don't want to do a whole like I'll make all this pretty offline. You know, don't have to watch me think here, but we'll just do bullet points here because this will help me organize my thoughts later. So, and you know, if anybody has thoughts on what we should do here, if anybody's watching, give me a shout out. Let me know what you think. But she's a 14-year-old girl from the village of Sullinglen, and I had kind of thought that I was gonna go with like striking thing is maybe these big brown eyes, um, like soft brown eyes, the sort of too big for the eyeball kind of thing. Big brown eyes. It's gonna say brown hair, worn in an intricate rustic braid, typically with wildflowers woven in. This is just the picture I have in my head of this person. So then, the next thing I am thinking is that, let's see, she is short for her age, often mistaken for a 9 or 10-year-old. Chubby cheeks. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with that. Last seen in a red and brownish red and tan frock dress. All right. Let's see. Personality things. Let's see. We know, because this is what Chris wanted here, that where's my bullets? Um, open, questioning, friendly, perhaps a bit precocious, um, honest, um, let's say friendly and kind, innocent seeming. I'm not going to say innocent because who knows what's going on back behind that. Innocent seeming, and uh, I don't like the idea of her just because she's friendly, kind, precocious, and questioning of being naive. I think it might be even fun to have there be this sort of um, wise beyond years sort of thing. All right. Does she have any fun talents? I think it might be fun. Uh-oh. I guess things okay. Something weird just happened with my screen. Um, I think it might be fun to have her be, oh gosh. Singer seems too obvious. Like it's almost like we're building up this sort of Dorothy Gale Wizard of Oz thing. I mean, I even almost had it in my head that she was wearing like this gingham dress, like Dorothy Gale, and I just didn't want to get away from that. Uh, so no singing. She's not gonna like go all Fievel and sing somewhere out there or anything like that. But maybe should be the braid thing. Let's tie the braid thing in. Maybe does. Not maybe. She does. Sculpts wood or sculpts and weaves twigs and branches and straw, etc. into sculptures and dolls. Yeah, that could turn into something creepy in a quickness. Uh, kind of like that. Okay, and maybe. Let's see. What's another fun thing that maybe she's got talent for? Maybe she's got a talent for palm reading. Her mom thinks she's faking it. Mom thinks she's faking it. She believes she is reading the true nature and or future of the person she is palm reading. Yeah, no reason to say that whatever she is doing is real. I don't need to necessarily say she's all of a sudden got like some kind of augury skill. But we can say that she believes it. And maybe she does. Maybe she does have that power. Maybe that'll come out later. Um. Okay. Let's see. Family. We know. We know she has Mama. But I don't know if we named. I might do here. If you haven't seen the fun that is the medieval name generator, you really, really ought to check it out. And I'm gonna do. Dum, dum, dum. Non-magic usernames. What does that mean? Oh, I get it. It's a muggle. Okay. Okay. Um. I just want some names. Um. Fantasy race names. Nope. Don't want to do that. Fantasy creature names. Nope. 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 None of this. Medieval names. I don't want to do medieval. It's always really British or German. Unicorn names. What does that give me? Not what I want. Jolly. No, the mom's name will not be Jolly. I deny you, Jolly. You are not to be. Let's do real names. Ooh, this is fun. Okay. I sort of have this feeling of Slovak. Let's do Slovak or Slovenian. Okay. Here's one that I can pronounce without embarrassing myself. So her name will be Jellica. Jellica Lane. And let's see. Mama Jellica Lane. Age 40. Nah, let's make her younger than 30, because 14, she's 22 when she had her, 36. Okay, age 36, and blonde hair. No, black hair. Black hair, blue eyes. Um, widow. Father. Papa. Let's keep it let's keep the parallel construction here. I had a friend named Million. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Million. Million Lane died age 24, 5. Let's say if he's an age with Jellica, that then Gracie would have been 3 at the time of his death. Let's say he. How did he die? How did Papa Lane die? Feel like I want. I want him to be a. I don't want to be a soldier. I don't want it to be a tragic mine accident. I don't want him to be a wood carver. Um, I mean, was he hard scrap? When we said all this was swamp, was maybe he was a alchemist? Okay. Uh, Papa was an alchemist and worked like part of it was because they live in a swamp. Lived in a swamp, and because of that, he was a pitcher. He got pitch out of the swamp. He was a pitchman, uh, and learned to make weapons and illumination devices from the pitch. Now, uh, died mysteriously? Um, went missing, like he went missing for maybe like he was out looking for pitch, went missing while looking for pitch, and his body was found days. 3 is such a trope. 4 days later, and partially devoured. There's no ambiguity. I don't really want there to be like the he's presumed dead. He did. Um, and I think that's pretty good for Gracie Lane. I think, let's see, save changes. We can fill in a bunch of other stuff about her later. But let's just view what this looks like in there. Okay, just a bunch of notes. Nothing, nothing, nothing too strenuous here. Okay, so that's one. Let's now make another one. Character. This one's gonna be Kari Montoya. Alright. Create the article. Edit the article. That break. Yay, cool. I just didn't want to deal with that crap. Okay. So this is a different thing. I'm gonna go back to the map here quick. And let's see. So we've been talking a little bit here about the Bellaforth Wastes, Sullinglen, and Divana. But here on the east, right here, the east side of Ervocale, there is a major fort and port town called Centasset. And wait, let's go back. Let's go back to for a second. Up here in Aspen Vale is where Earl, Robin's character, comes from, and they were, um, they're mostly homebodies, shepherds up on a sort of mountain, I guess, dormant volcano island uh, up there in the unnamed sea, uh, which I sort of want to name now. I think I'm gonna. Um, while we're here, I'm gonna do what I always do here and use the name generator because, you know, this, thinking of names takes up so much time, and what happens is the name generator gives me something and I end up changing it anyway. Um, I don't want a fort, I want water. I don't want ducto, I want Lancelot, I believe. And we want a body of water name, and what do we got here? The Drake Gulf. It's not a gulf. So you've already failed me naming convention thing. Also, clearly, you are not the right. That could definitely be it. Try one more. I think it might be Merriweather, though. Not sure. In any case, I'm going to. Drake Gulf is no good. Vagrant Bay. Wow, no. Dirty Harbor. Wow, that's not original at all. Wow, you are failing me. Endless vastness. West Crossing, no. Lifeless Wells, no. Lichen Ocean, no. Eh. No. No. Travesty Ocean. That is, that's my 1990s Britpop band. Let's see. That actually is a real place, man. Untraveled Lake, Dead Bayou. Behold Nevis, Chaos Gulf. Alright, you're sucking. So, I want to call this a C. So I'm going to go back to settlements. Harper Nook. Slaughter here. Basalt Hood. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Let's see, here's where I go. That's better, or at least it is to me. And so we'll see if I can get that looking like the other ones. One, you need to be all caps, so I'm not sure if I have that problem going on, or... I think the best thing for me to do is actually find out what's going on with this one. That one is Merriweather. Okay. And I'm going to make this a preset. Call it Navyshla C or water title. And then I'm going to go to here, apply that, and I'm going to realize that I have to do this. Swanach C. And how much space? Oh, no, don't want that. Delete. 12 is the spacing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, and you're gonna go here, and I feel like you're bigger than the Keeling Sea. You're not quite the Vetch in the Expanse, so I sort of feel like I can make you a smidgety bit bigger. Oops, not you. Delete. So if I do this, kick you up that's not up. That's down. No, now you're as big as the Vetch News fans. I don't want that. There we go. And I'm gonna kick up your spread just a little, and now I'm gonna do this and add some curvature here. There we go. Swanaxi. Alright, cool. Fun new thing added. Alright. So, we will say that Aspen Vale within the Swanach Sea is a dormant volcano that houses a group of religious folk who have differing beliefs about how the world came to be, which had to do, Robin told the tale of, my gosh, now I can't remember. I'll have to rewatch that one again and get that written down for her group so that we know that tale. But that's pretty cool. Okay, the Swanach Sea. And so Earl came down from Aspen Vale. He went to Centasset over here. I already hit save. I'm going to go back to Ervocale, and landed in Centasset. Now, the next thing I want to deal with is a little bit about. Hey, Dawson's watching. Well, I know Dawson's playing a game right now. But if need to do a little bit about let's see off. All right, back to the bullets. So, Kari Montoya is the youngest daughter of House Montoya, one of the leading merchant families in Centasset. They have the Montoyas have some ambition for election to the, and I know this is a thing, it's Council of Ervocale. Good. That's one of the things that I really like about World Anvil is this: once you make an article, you can cross-link wiki style and keep your stuff organized, and then if people are reading, they can actually, explore explore a little bit more of what you have in there rather than what they were just looking for. It just goes deeper. All right, so then, as part of the plan to obtain clout, wealth, and the patina of nobility, they have arranged for Kari to marry Earl, who's insert rest of name later, who is a lesser son of the ruling family of Aspen Vale. Alright, so Kari, let's do some quick description stuff. I think when Robin and I talked about this, we had said that she was a bit, well, I mean, Robin hadn't seen Brave, but the way she was describing Kari to me made me think of Merida from Brave. So we're gonna say curly red hair. I'm just gonna lean heavy into it. Green. Last scene. Last scene. I should probably put something in here too. She went missing 5 weeks prior to Earl, or no, just a week before, right? Missing 1 week prior to Earl's arrival in Centasset. Last seen wearing a green velvet dress. Yeah, lean heavily into it. Why not? Presumed, she was presumed kidnapped, although there has been no ransom note or communication since her disappearance. All right. Do. Now what? I'm gonna say she's tall. Lean away from like lithe or anything like that and say lanky. Wears glasses and is presumed bookish, although is not unduly studious. Let's see what else. Now I think what we had done for is sort of a talents thing, right? Like talents. And this time I think I want to go into, so like she's not necessarily nobility. She is a wealthy, and being trained up to be. Yeah, she's not the youngest, by the way. That wouldn't make sense. If they want to claim to nobility, we don't have to do things by birth order, but be trained up for nobility. I have this sort of, animal like lover, equestrian, hunter, good with dogs, maybe would rather be outside than inside. Maybe it's not yeah, not her first time. I'm almost thinking of Leia in the Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not almost thinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi Leia who just sort of runs off and then gets kidnapped. I like that, except for I want to leave it vague on whether or not she was kidnapped. Not her first time being away from home for a day with little notice of where she was going. So they delayed looking for her for 2 days. Create some fun tension with that later. Tropey, but sometimes the tropes work. I find that I am out of wine. I want to come back to this. I will be right back. I'm going to take a little break. Be right back. So, we were doing a little bit of work with Kari Montoya. I suppose I should say something about eyes. I'm gonna, again, green eyes with the glasses. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna say that she's pretty good at field medicine too. Okay. Like, just likes being outside, has read a lot of books. Maybe give her proficiency with medicine as a thing. I don't know. And what it was the last talents family. Okay. So, I don't know that we named her parents, but I want to go into like Celtic names. Celtic Welsh, Celtic Scottish, Celtic Manx. Let's do Manx. Ooh, let's see. Dad's name is Connaught. Ooh, I like that. Connaught K. We'll keep it. We'll do Connaught. Father is Connaught K. Montoya, which sort of has a Spanish, obvious, Inigo Montoya kind of thing. But I still like the idea of doing a kind of a Gaelic kind of thing here. Let's see, age. He's ambitious and young. Let's say age. She is, oh, I didn't say how old she was. Eldest daughter, age 18. So let's put him at 41. Oh my gosh, my dogs have just gone crazy. 1 second, please. Super annoying. I have a very yippy dog, and anytime a dog walks by the house, goes crazy. Age 41. All right. I think we had talked about there being a sheep connection here. So wool, maybe and dye, wool and dye merchant. dyed wool. Mm-hmm. Who knows? That's crazy. Um, and let's see. Father's columns, inherited business from his father, who began the process of building wealth and stature, influence in Centasset. And let's see, that's enough. Mother is oh, I don't like any of those much. Oh, I'm a big fan of Maeve. Yeah. That. Oh, but Kaylee Bride, that's nice too. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Kaylee Bride Maeve. Maeve Montoya. Age 39. Uh, I kind of, stereotypical Karen kind of thing, to use a term that maybe I shouldn't use. Um, High maintenance. Also extraordinarily gifted at math and sciences. Does the books, but also the travel logistics for the family distribution network. Alright, brothers and sisters. So, Kari brothers. One younger brother named. So Kari doesn't seem all that manxy. Um, and I could be totally wrong, but I'm gonna go back and grab maybe Spanish names and see if something interesting. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do, I like Alberto Pastor, and I think I'm gonna give that to Dad, even though I liked Conald K. Give that to Dad, Alberto Pastor Montoya, and then his wife, Kaylee Bride, Meve Montoya, and then I'm gonna take one name, Spanish, and I think I want it to be Ander. We're gonna take Ander, and then we're gonna take from Manx, Dogan. No, Ander, Connell, Montoya, who is aged 15. He is studying in Hazelshade with the Sephraim. Those are the monks and learned folk of Hazelshade. And so brothers, I'm just going to say, okay, brothers, and then one older brother named. We're going to keep Artur here. Artur. And then we'll go to Spanish. Marino. I like that. Marino. Artur Marino Montoya. Age 21. He is in the capital, which is. Oh, God, why am I blanking? I'm blanking on the capital, Equinfort. He has recently been made aware of his sister's disappearance. And is petitioning the council for aid. Direct aid. Alright. Sisters. We're just going to say sister. One younger sister. Named. This time I think I'm going to go Portuguese. Portuguese. There we go. Email. Oh. I like Liliana. Liliana it shall be. Named Liliana. And then I'm gonna go Scottish. Sorsha. Oh, love that name. I'm gonna use Isabel. Isabel. Montoya. Age 10. She is at home and is very worried for her sister. Alright, I think, as boring as this probably was, not too shabby. So we'll save changes on that one. We'll just look at it quick here. Okay. See, this is that cool link thing. You can go to the Council of Ervokel, which I've done nothing about. And you can go to the Sifraim, which I have done a little bit about. Uh, so, just as I start filling these things out, I just want to get more into doing these sort of bulleted things so that I at least have something in there. And if I ever get compelled to fill out more, I can. But I found like perfection is the hobgoblin of the good, like the enemy of the good, that I can't necessarily get anything done if I sit and try to write something that's like publication ready. I just need to get notes up. And if it's worthwhile, then I'll build it out, I guess, I hope. But if it never develops, then I've spent a lot of time writing shit, you know? So, okay. So, let's see. I wanted to do one more tonight as far as NPCs go. And I was thinking, well, I had two more, but I'm not so sure how far I want to go with these. So these might be even more sketch. Ah, hey Ed. I just, yeah, I just sort of was mucking about. In fact, I mean, I don't know if you're still here. Let me check to see if you're still here. Oh, Chris is here too. Yay. Um, I was just about to do an NPC that I was creating whole cloth from your culture. So this is perfect timing. And Chris, I did a whole thing on the young woman who left or who went missing, Gracie Lane, and that's available in the World Anvil. Uh, so, Ed, I had an idea for a character I came up with called Reeve. Nope, that's a different one. Aroha Ione. All right, create article. Edit the article. Cool. All right. So, oh, no worries. It wasn't a late thing. I was just doing it, and I was like, some of these NPCs, I think it's better off if I do the background rather than you do them, other than what you already told me about them. Because especially when you have missing people, then the mystery can actually stay a little mysterious. But I guess just quickly here, we can go to the dashboard and Gracie Lane and go to open in world. And let's see what I got here. Yeah. So far, Gracie Lane is a 14-year-old girl from a village in Sulling Glen in the Devon region. Said she has big brown eyes, brown hair, worn in an intricate rustic braid. She's got wildflowers in it. She's short for her age, often mistaken for a younger girl. Chubby cheeks, last seen in a brownish red and tan frock dress. Personalities. This is based a lot. Personalities. That makes it sound bad. Hold on. Personality. Although, she could have multiple, but I'm not necessarily looking for that right now, nor would I want to tip my hand that way if that were true. But open, questioning, friendly, precocious, honest, innocent, wise beyond years. That's based on the conversation we had. Then, as far as talents, I was thinking it's always fun to give somebody some talents. That they can show off as an NPC. So then she's a sculptor weaver of twigs and branches, and she makes them into dolls, which I was thinking that could be creepy. And also is a palm reader, and whether or not she's actually prescient or knows anything is out. Nope, we don't know. And then for family, her mama was Jellica Lane, is Jellica Lane, age 36. I think I spelled Lane wrong. No, I didn't. Okay. Jellica Lane, age 36, black hair, blue eyes. She's a widow. Papa is Miljan Lane, died age 25. He was an alchemist, lived in a swamp. He was a pitchman, learned how to make weapons and illumination devices from the pitch. Died mysteriously, went missing. They never found him. Well, they did find his body. Okay. And that's what I came up with for Gracie Lane. Now, let's see. I want to go back to my dashboard. And I want to go back to Aroha Ione. And I had this idea. Aroha Ione. I got those names from roots of Maori and Samoan surnames and first names. But Aroha Ione is a folk hero of the. Alright, now. I revisited Ed's and my conversation, which was the first building in Navyshla, and I listened to about 20 minutes of it this afternoon. And he had mentioned that even his people, not his people, but Kaiawahi's people, may also have taken on the name of the dragon. So I was thinking it might be interesting, and we can do a root thing here, and I'd be interested to hear what Ed has to say about it, but man, it will not let me paste from OneNote into anything. Really annoying. Ixalanthus. People. She is allegedly 56 years old. I'm making this up on the spot. And has been sailing her outrigger ship. The what? What should it be? I want a cool name. I want a cool name for this ship. I just want this to be like this folk hero that everybody's heard of from the Ixalanthus people, and there's this this chance that you could run into. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Real names. Samoan. Start with that. Alright. I'm gonna bear that in mind, but I think what I want also though is a ship name. So let's see. Ship name. Not sure that that's here. Prophecy description. This stuff's fun. I guess like whisper. Okay. Now let's say whisper in Samoan language. Musa Musa. Okay. The whisper, aka Sa. Eh, aka Musa. Well, if I'm gonna use English, why can't I use Samoan? So don't want to, you know. Ooh, good to know. Wairua Tarracona. All right, cool. Well, is Wairua Tarracona still alive or unknown? Unknown to the people. Because I think I want to have Aroha Ione still be alive. Don't know. Okay, cool. Or everywhere. Okay, could be a legend. This person is very much alive. I want to have it be, people you know have met Aroha, Captain Aroha. In fact, I think we're going to go with Captain Aroha Ione. Although Captain's probably, whatever. All right, and then the Whisper, aka Muma, she is known for having. Now let's go take a look at a map here. She's known for Well, I just named it, so why not? Let's use that. She is known for having traveled the entirety of the Swanach Sea. That'll be fun. Having traveled the entirety of the Swanach Sea and is on excellent terms with the priests of Aspen Vale. Cool. Alright, now what do I want to know? Let's see. Halfling. Halfling woman. Why I'm doing all women tonight. I should maybe try to vary that up a little bit. Alright. 56 years old. Graying steel gray hair. Usually pulled into a top knot. brown eyes. Typically, I'm just going to do a shorthand thing here, typically dressed like a pirate. um, oh, no worries. I'm just coming up with what this Aroha Ione sort of has done and what might look like. Wiry and muscled, sea tanned. Talents. Well, let's do personality. I skipped that on the other one. Personality. Big laugh. Friendly. Jokes with enemies while fighting. Could kill someone while smiling. Let's see. Is tensely honorable about payment and belongings. Particularly as she is aware, more aware than most, that differing cultures have a different relationship with possessions. Alright, I think that's good. Talents. I'm thinking, well, navigator. And I think I would like math savant. Like, not math savant. Keen mind. Remembers everything she's ever heard or seen. Alright. Then slash family. I'm not gonna get into that. I think, well, I mean, maybe, close crew members, maybe? Alright. Let's have some crew member ideas here. What's a great trope of a, they're not, it's not a pirate, just a sea captain. A gentlewoman of fortune. Let's see. There's always the tropey guy who's sort of the dope, but is super strong. I don't know that I want to lean into that one. Also, it might be interesting if Steed Bonnet. Oh, from Our Flag Means Death, or is that what that's from? Steed Bonnet. Yeah, got it. Okay. Now that I've looked that up and made sure I know what that is. Okay. So, Steed Bonnet, but let's see. And let's have him not be a Onyxalanthus halfling. Let's have him be like oh, what would be fun? I've only seen one episode. It was pretty funny, but just basically because Reese Darby is hysterical. Um, let's see. What would be a fun name for that? Forsaken Wallace. All right, that's a winner. Um, Forsaken Wallace, a gentleman. I'm gonna make him a human gentleman. Can you hear me? Let me see if I'm sending signal through. I am. Okay, never mind. Nope. All right. He is a human gentleman. Reminds me of untrustworthy Alan. Yeah. A human gentleman who is uh, extremely unlucky, but uh, intensely loyal to Captain Roja. All right. Let's see, one more, at least one more trope. I can build in more later if we ever run into Captain Aroha, but I just want to have some of these things in the back pocket, like for when you guys go out to sea, because eventually that'll happen. Um, let's see. Maybe I just go to this Puritan name generator again and see what comes up. Uh, Felicity, Unity Higginson. What God Will Coverdale, who went on to lead Whitesnake. No Merit Pimple. I can't. I love it too much. I can't. I can't keep going back to that well. Um, Colonial American names. What's this? What will this give me? Eliezer Irwin. Martha Onion. Done. uh, let's say a halfling from the east. What did we name this? What did we name this? What did we name this? Wonderdraft. Did we name it? Well, now's the time, right? Yeah, the Azure Scale Cult is from here. So, time to name this region here. Labels. I am not going to use their label maker though, unless it gives me something really good right out of the gate. Let's see what we get here. Well, I've seen worse. Hmm. Let's see. All right, Navyshla region label. Okay, so then you become that, except for you need to be capitalized. And all right, there we go. Not worry about how that looks pretty later. So let's see. And it could have been Boner H. Yeah. That came from a different name generator. One that I also like a lot, but I think uses the same kind of thing of let's use these two words and make a compound word. Uh, but I like this one. This one will do. Doesn't sound too compound wordy. So let's see, from the east shore, that'd be the west shore of Ixelruff. So she is not a maritime. Not a maritime halfling. Is running away from a debt. Alright, that's good enough for this one. Save changes. Let's view this business. Cool. Couple things I want to do in here though real quick because it'll create, this is another thing I just like about, oh, she's smuggling booze too? Okay, sounds good. Let's say she's smuggling, what did I name that? It's the Waterka. Waterka out of Centasset ports. Cool. First off, I want to make sure that I create this later at Excelanthus space. To figure out what that's called. I guess ethnicity? Not an organization. It's not really a species, so I guess I'll go with ethnicity. Alright, now if this is done right, it should look, yep, like it has a, and then it'll help me create this Excelanthus. I have to go to a disambiguation page. Excelanthus is the name of the bronze, is a name of the bronze dragon, and the name of the maritime halflings who follow it. That's enough for now. We can do more later with that. I spelled Excelanthus wrong. But I will deal with that later. And I think I might just call it a night because I had one more I was thinking about doing, which was Reeve Maddie, the Wind Chronicler of the Intibana Crest Wall, which would be a mansion. But I think I'll save that for the next time because I've been doing this for an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to call it. So, everybody who came and said hello, appreciate you stopping by, but I'm going to call it. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.